Because it pulls from Smash GG, but that requires everyone to report their characters on Smash GG. So if a guy plays Rayman one time and that's the only character he's ever reported, it's going to pull that and say, oh, he's a Rayman player, even if every other game that he never reported was a core game.
Okay. Well, I mean, Rayman and Core, regardless, he does have the gauntlets on deck, so that's going to be a good thing. And then Core, obviously, with the super easy hammer combos with down light into neutral sig. Should be very easy for him to work with that as well. Solid weapon, too, in the gauntlets, as we have been saying. Definitely been looking real good this season. Ooh.
Baka not afraid to play deep on the edge. You see him recovering very low to the wall. Also getting close to the edge of the screen down on the bottom. Just kind of staying away from Shock. Ooh, whiffing so many moves just right out of reach of one another. Going in for the dare. Didn't even try to dip below. Go for the sort of standard hammer player option of just fast falling below your opponent, then reaching up for the recovery to send down below. Ooh, gets the interrupt on that. I don't think that would have picked up. Not sure how stacked that D-Sig picks up.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's making it back. I mean, he's got to use a lot of options to get back. But he managed to do that. Unfortunately, did not have the... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, did not have the recovery with the gauntlets, but that second one, he did pick it up and put a little extra power on. Jesus. Okay. Just interrupts the whole sentence with that down heavy real quick. Breakdancing on him. All right, man. So with this, I mean, I like... These are two really good picks, in my opinion. I feel like I've never seen Mordex really be... all right, I really have an issue as far as in the meta. And then right now with the gauntlets being up, Core obviously going to be good too. And Core also has the hammer too. So I feel like there's just a lot of good, you know, just greatness of the meta between these two characters. Guess it's all down to who's the better player right now.
Yeah, we see some good weapons that people really like right now, especially the gauntlets are hugely in favor in North America, especially. Some good signatures, some true combo signatures, which, you know, everybody loves to play with a true combo signature. But Shock not even going to rely on any of the signatures in the kit right there. Going to find the recovery for the KO option right off the top. Keeps it going, grabs a 3-hit, uses the weapon toss to extend it. Got hit a little bit, but it keeps going.
Yeah, man. I mean, if this wasn't Core, this man will be very much hurt right now. Luckily, he is playing very defense-heavy legend. But it might not matter, man. Defense or not, when you're getting waxed like that, it don't matter what your defense is. My man, I don't think he got a single hit after that. After the right side weapon toss. After that, he was just getting straight up thrown left and right. That was all Shock's game.
You're seeing some of those KOs right now. That was the recovery KO off the top. And this was the final stock that just Shock absolutely controlled everything. And Shock taking game one, especially in a way like that, where there weren't any really like gimmicks where, oh, he happened to pick up a ground pound when Baka was in orange. That's not something you can rely on in the future sets. It wasn't even that. Shock just outplayed him. In game one, that's PR 14 Shock going into PR 7 Baka. That's a big jump.
Yeah, man. But he's trying to make a case for going up the tier list right now with the way he played that first game. Definitely all over Baka. And now we're going to see if Baka can bring it back. He decides to swap over to the old tried and true Bodvar.
Hoping he can grab some of the momentum that Kyler had. Again, he goes for the long charge signature, that down signature that Baka has punished both times.
I mean that stick does have a lot of range, but if someone's behind you, it just doesn't even matter. So yeah, that's not going to help you out at all. Here we go. Gets another gauntlet. Going to go ahead and get rid of the gauntlets. Looking for a quick option, I guess, from Baka. Not going to find it. Baka playing relatively defensive right now, relatively safe, cautious, if you will.
Kyler Allen's just Snapchat me. What are you doing, dog? Baka gets the KO, gonna go up early in this one. Man, you got a tournament to worry about.
That's crazy.
What are you doing, dog?
Say, what's up, man? I'm just chilling. What are you doing? I was like, I'm commentating, bro. Oh, my bad. Didn't know it's your block. Yes, sir. We are here in Australia once again. All right. Baka. Moving around, I mean, like, he is able to keep, like, he's honestly just avoiding a lot of kill options, except for right there, the perfect toss right there from Shock. But, I mean, he's already put a decent amount, Baka's already put a decent amount of damage on him, so he's got to feel good about that. As long as he doesn't get, like, death comboed here, although he is playing relatively dangerous now off the side.
Yeah, he was doing that in the beginning of last game as well. It didn't really work too much against him. Like, he wasn't getting caught out with no options at the bottom of the stage or anything like that. It was just the standard neutral play, this kind of stuff. This is something that Baka wasn't able to do with his hammer or his sword. Shock is just finding so much momentum, so many long extended strings. That dare could be, and it's going to be the KO option. Again, Baka just kind of tightening things up, and Shock doing a similar thing that he was doing in game 1, which worked. But because Baka's tightening things up a little bit, not giving Shock quite as much, neutral signature going to barely send him off the screen. Oh, gets the active input there to send him directly off the screen on the right side. See if you can find the KO to even this one up.
Ooh. All right, big kicks right there. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. That was very risky, but it worked out for him. Does get the neutral layer, pulls him back, pass off the stage, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Really didn't have a way to get back to stage safely this time. So what a great turnaround here from Baka. First game didn't look good at all. Second game looks great for him.
So Shock is in the Yamcha clan. I don't watch DBZ, but tell me how you feel about that. I don't know who Yamcha is.
That is saying that you are basically irrelevant as a character after the first season of DB.
Okay.
So, yeah, Yamcha is a whipping boy. I don't really, not really sure why he wanted to. All right. Anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I mean, he was kind of the whipping boy that last game, so he's living up to his clan tag at the very least. But, you know, maybe we get a little Wolfang Fist out here. That makes sense now too. He's playing a werewolf. Yamcha's big move was Wolfang Fist. I'm with it.
Starting off this one, much better. Not looking like the whipping boy here so far. Already has Baka in the orange. Just kind of standing still on stage. Thought he would be a little cheeky with it. Didn't quite get the spot dodge there on Baka's landing side air. Has him over on the edge. Oops. Immediately went for that downer, turned around. Oh, he wants the KO here so bad.
Yeah, he's looking for it. And I think this is probably where it kind of shows where, you know, like the experience here. Or the 7 to 14 split is like really showing right now with the amount of SIGs that are being thrown out. Like, yes, there's nothing wrong with throwing out SIGs. They're going to land, but once you're starting to throw them out, you're getting punished all the time. You got to start thinking about a different strategy of getting these KOs.
And he's throwing them out like real prematurely too.
Yeah.
He's not using him in like a guaranteed punish situation. He's just like throwing it out, hoping it's going to hit, hoping Baka is going to make a mistake.
Like,
and so far,
yeah, like jump into it or something.
Yep. Not too many mistakes from Baka so far. He is pretty damaged. Dodge comes through to keep him safe from Baka's neutral air, so Shock can grab the weapon and get back to stage. Ooh, that one was really telegraphed. He did some dash jump ground pounds before, but that one was super telegraphed.
Yeah, man, I'm not really sure why we decided to go so telegraphed for that one, but it's all good. We're an even game here between our competitors, although just a slight damage lead here. For Baka. Baka, though, really, I mean, regardless of damage, regardless of damage, I was going to say he's like really kind of held the momentum fully on his side, too. Like, he is controlling the pace of this game for sure.
He's going to have to play unarmed into the weapon disadvantage. Gets the neutral light. Still, weapons are not going to go his way. Shock was able to grab that one very quickly. Baka's still not afraid to go in. Continuing that weapon spawn on the stage. He's going to back up just a little bit to keep himself safe from anything Shock is going to do to defend that weapon spawn. He's able to get to it. It took a while for him to get a weapon, but it didn't matter.
Hey, he was struggling right there. Finally finds the way back to the stage.
Bro, what are you doing?
I was like, a third time? Okay, there it is.
Stomp sidelight left, stomp sidelight right when your opponent's in red. What are you doing?
He was, I don't know, I think he was cha-cha sliding on him real smooth. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, there it is. Another SIG right there. But again, you know, he has been throwing these out quite a bit. One of them is bound to hit. Hopefully. Again. He's even the stocks up by throwing out 3 SIGs.
After the cha-cha slide coming in on the final stock, we'll see if he can go to work. He's starting it off pretty good.
Hey, he's going to have to go to work for sure.
Starting to look real smooth. Has Shock in the orange already, gets the turnaround read with the side signature. Oh, and he gets the KO off the top. Unarmed recovery. Baka grabbing another game, now going up 2-1 in the set.
Man, I really wanted him to hit, like, get that KO to the right, so we could have said slide to the right. Slid him to the right, but no, goes up off the top, man. Unfortunate. It's all good, though. We got another game coming up with Shock now behind. Baka been able to clean it up after that first game. Shock had an amazing first game, but it's just since then kind of ungood his way through those last 2 games with the amount of SIGs he's been throwing out. Got to get a little more finesse in here.
Still has been a lot of good stuff from Shock, even in just his neutral gameplay. His Scythe has shown a lot of momentum going into it. And his gauntlets have been getting a little bit worse. I think as Baka has started to play better with his spacing and his timings, I think Baka's really started to tear him apart with the sword and hammer.
Okay. Nice. All right, so he's definitely moving now. Moving a lot better, I will say, this time around. Seems like he's kind of picking and choosing his spots to get these hits. Shock is. Baka, though, even though when he is behind, I feel like he's never too far behind. At least in these last 2 games. Oh, that would have been a great read right there. And he did it a little earlier. I do think he actually caught it, but I think he was fully invested in that read. Yeah, that's going to be a nice one, though. Caught him in the air real quick with the neutral sig. Gets himself a stock.
You saw Baka just kind of floating there at that 45-degree angle. Baka's not really going to have anything other than a weapon toss to deal with that angle when Shock comes in with that neutral signature.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh!
Hey, tossed him.
Oh!
Steps on him.
Oh!
Oh, wait a minute. Shock might have woke up.
He's starting to delay things a little bit more rather than just going for it straight away after he gets a hit or anything. He knew Baka was really going to have to dodge there, so he just waited for it. Those iframes came, they ended, and you saw that recovery from Shock. The ground pound's going to knock him out, but Shock's in a great spot here.
Yeah, a lot of ground pounds here in Australia, man. They definitely be stepping on some heads here. Probably used to it, all those spiders they got to step on too, you know? just a normal thing for them. All right. Okay, tosses him down. Toss him down again. And you are correct in the fact that he was basically just waiting for an option and then punishing it accordingly. That would have been a great pickup, but even though he was still in a good spot, and even with the weapon toss or weapon swap here, that's going to be it. Wow, at that. What a strong game right there from Shock, getting it to game 5.
Man, he kept Baka at 190 damage that whole game. I'm telling you, Shock just starting to kind of rein it in just a little bit. Like, he's still there, ready, but instead of going for everything as a read, he's going for more things as a reaction. And he has the reaction time down. He has the, like, brain-to-hand execution, so he's able to grab them.
Yeah, man, that was super nice, man. I mean, Shock just... the whole time on that right side of things, he was literally just chilling, waiting for you to pick an option. Speaking of picking options, another option been picked out here from Teros. My boy said, I am over this. I'm trying to go as strong as possible. Teros was, even with no chance in change of stance, 1 force higher than Mordex right now, who went into strength stance. So we're going to be seeing some big hits here, hopefully that he can actually get the big hits here. But now, outside of the fact that Teros has all that force is the weapons that he's toting. Every hit on those weapons, big damage.
He is going to have to worry, though, once he has the axe in his hands, with the way that Shock was punishing him before by just kind of waiting a little bit, playing on into those reactions rather than reads. If Baka's not careful and just kind of throws out those axe side airs, throws out those kind of longer recovery moves, Shock may be able to do the same thing he was doing, but better.
That is true. Hey, and he's actually doing, like, caught that air dodge up with the easy neutral sig. Almost catches another one. Gets behind him, though. That was a really scary situation, the way he went for that quick jump side air. I don't know if that would have taken the stock, but it would have put Shock in a really bad position. Ooh.
Baka even whiffed the stomp side air there. Side air off the edge. Shock's weapon tosses have been pretty good. He's been throwing them out like straight away. He hasn't really found himself disarmed too much. Not all of them land or even force out the dodge from Baka because Baka's recovering too well, but still, good weapon toss options throwing out, controlling the weapons here.
That was actually great spacing too from Baka. He just, oh, that's unfortunate.
He wanted it to suck him down, but it couldn't. Oh man, and Shock gets the KO there.
That definitely, I think that would have killed on stage. I think it would have bounced off the stage and off the top and everything too, man. So just not being able to get that second part of the neutral stage, really unfortunate for him. Going for the ground pound, doesn't matter though. Scoops him up. It seems like that ground pound was a little more of a bait, if anything. Now we have Baka, axe in hand. See if he's trying to go for the weapon starve here.
Shock's just staying away from him mostly.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the second time he's gone for the stomp into the neutral light and gets the second hit of the neutral light.
Okay. And he's looking to throw him up there with that down light, but it is not working out for him. Oh! Oh man, if he would have turned that around fully. Still though, I was going to turn around just to kind of put the momentum on
his
side. Yep, waits it out. Okay. Didn't get the second part of that. Even just that side air touching would have been nice to get him off the stage. Ooh, good juke. Okay, he's doing it. He's throwing them all out, bro. Oh man.
He's in a good spot with it, especially when Baka's unarmed. Like, there's not any major options that Baka's gonna have to put big damage on him. Finding 1 or 2 hits when he's unarmed, like Shock has a much better opportunity for reward by throwing out those signatures and getting the KO than just taking like, oh no, I got caught by a neutral light unarmed. Oh no.
Ooh, okay, just barely drifting past that, man. You got lucky. Because Shock was looking for it, does get the recovery backside of it. He's gonna find the mark. Send Shock out of there, but Shock did get some decent damage before that stock was over. I say decent as he's already tied it up off the 4 hits. Lord.
Baka really likes that neutral light. Not really seeing other Hammer players using the neutral light quite that much, especially in low damage after the stomp. Oh, goes for the... That's where he needs to be careful with the signatures. When Baka has a hammer in his hand or an axe in his hand, he's got to be so careful because those unarmed punishes turn into big damage when he's got a weapon.
Ooh, okay. Slides past him. Has to give himself a weapon too. Man, Baka he really ran away with that last stock. I honestly think that Shock might have forgot who he's playing against because he let 5 different hits hit him on Taros like in quick succession, and then after that, bro, yeah, it was 1 yell away from Taros to go ahead and take that stock. Great stuff to Baka. Come from behind win.
Good play from Shock though. I really do want to give him a lot of credit. Coming in PR 14 into this tournament, already made it to top 8, took it into game 5 against Baka, someone who is literally half his PR. That's huge.
Yeah, man. So looks like we'll be we got Power to beat Doggo, so Doggo will be out the tournament. Unfortunate too because Doggo went game 5 with Elson, but Power just overpowered him, I guess.